Is it on? Okay, this is like what it's like.
Like dribbling liquid.
With people, it was this a dream. Because this is how I've always felt. I'm just now understanding why I always felt this way. That people are robots ever since I was a kid. Because look at this. There's never any eye contact, right? I mean, I'm walking with friends. So if I make eye contact, then there'll be eye contact. But other than that, what I'm saying is, it's like I've always felt like a ghost. That was in my comic strips when I was in the second grade or whenever I started writing. You know, as soon as I started writing, I was taught English. I immediately started writing stories with drawings, and that's what I've always done. I've done it since I was knee-high to a grasshopper, which is kind of like how it feels. Because like a grasshopper seems gigantic to me. This is the grasshopper. You know, it's just not real. You know, like I'm looking at it. But I'm a tourist in reality. I'm a tourist everywhere I go. And I'm on break, right? Like I'm writing these rap tales. It's actually one rap song, and it just goes on and on and on. It's a song to God. It's like what the Psalms are in the Scripture. That David's writing psalms. He's writing songs. He's writing music and poetry and everything else. Sometimes I'll rhyme it. Other times it'll be prosaic. I'm like on Prozac. Yeah, the Bible for me is Prozac. It cheers me up, and it has no long-lasting side effects. I'm not even hungry most times. That's the whole thing with. I've always liked to fast during the day. I just didn't realize that was fasting. And I got hooked on because if I thought it was fasting, I would have done it. I thought it was dieting. And dieting doesn't work, but fasting works. These are just these conclusions I've come to. Are you getting dizzy? Whoever's watching this? Because I'm not really watching it, but I'm just kind of looking at them. See, I look at their faces, right? I'm looking at everybody's face, like at their eyes, see if they're listening. No, like I kind of glanced. But usually, it's not me. It's everybody's doing this, right? They're just not noticing it. I notice it. Nobody notices it. But they're sticking in their own bailiwick, which is centered around consumption. You know, like, what am I going to do? Well, this is the biggest thing. Just come in, I'll get some of this or that, and go. If I even am going to get anything, that's the simplification that comes along with fasting. That's why it's highly recommended for any kind of spiritual discipline. And it's not really that difficult. And you just have to stay away from stuff like this. I got one of these, and it took me about 3 or 4 days. No, I'm lying. It took me about 2 days, I think. That. Maybe 3. I don't know. I don't remember. See, that's the whole point. It is, you just are getting something at the end of the day, but your mind's always on the Lord. Or my mind is. I should say my mind's always on the Lord, because your mind isn't. Like the people I'm walking by, their mind's on dinner or the plan for the week. I used to be there. Look, I'm laughing at myself. I'm not condescending. I'm just saying, there's another level, there's another life outside, beyond the how many different chips. Look at all these chips, my friend. They're on both sides of the aisle. Yeah, it's crazy. So what am I supposed to get? Jerky bits? You tell me what to get. I don't want any of this. See, I just did that because I wanted to see if the guy in front of me had a reaction. Did he? I'm just pretending I'm out, like I am. I mean, if I was ever, this is how I shop. It's like, I don't want any of this crap. This doesn't look any good. This isn't good for you. What about this? No, that doesn't look good. Beef jerky, oh my God. And I actually would buy this stuff back in the past. I got to get all my provisions in. It's all gonna look. It's all gonna go the way of the dodo. Yeah, the dodos are running the way of the dodo. I don't believe that at all. Evolution. It doesn't make any sense at all. This is evolution. It's devolution. That's why you have divas. I can't get me no satisfaction in robot because they're robots. When you just sit around watching the Rugrats, writing music for the Rugrats, holy moly, holy motor rounders. It's also, and then you've got all this to rely on. I mean, you've got cosmetics, hair products. Oh yeah, I'm going bald. That, by the way, that's why I don't show my face. Maybe it's all in my head. I don't know. It's just how you look at the situation. Bald compared to what? Compared to how I used to be. But I saw my sense of humor. See, that's what makes me so much fun to be around. Except I don't want to be around people having fun. That's the only problem. This is how I have fun. But nobody's going to join me in this. Zoe Tender Bites. Look, this is for the dog, but I can't afford. This costs more than. So this is the devil's laughter. He's pulled his off. How in the world clean conscious diapers with a bunch of infections? It's really come down to that. I mean, in the old days, you didn't throw out disposable diapers. You got them and you washed them. How much? If you want to be environmentally clean, you wouldn't be inventing this stupid plastic crap. That when did human beings ever need this stuff to get by? We got to global warming. I'll tell you what, it's 5 degrees. It's going down to 0. There's a snowbound. That's God's response to the global warming people. But nobody says anything. Nobody notices. They haven't noticed there hasn't been a global warming. It's freezing. It's just like when the scientists all said we were going to have global winters. This was back in the 70s when I was alive. When Chicago was all for a couple of years, they got rid of Mayor Daley, the guy that cracked the heads of everybody at the Democratic National Convention in '68. That nobody remembers because you just replay it. You don't have to remember it. The replays come along. So anyway, I looked at these the other day. I think the missus might like these. It's very festive. No, I'm not kidding. That's I don't like that at all. I'm not going to get it for her. I don't like the colors. They're drab. That's not cheerful. This is drab. This is what is this kind of color sense? Or this? It must have been the designers at the top of the pyramid. The satanic cult people. But they aren't really. It's not really. They're just all dressed in leather, and they're all the drinking blood and ceremonies. But that's why the fashions are so fantastic. God, and the prices. Oh, this must be the brown they like. It's or burgundies. Or there's a black. There's muted, like khaki, like you're going to war. Yeah. That's exactly what it's all about. It's subliminal programming. Colors and emotions. You know, that's what advertising is. Plus lots of sex. You know, so it's always appealing if make it look sexy. You know, the subliminal advertising where it's phallic symbols and breasts and stuff, and you know, it's great. You got to get off the trap. People are addicted to this stuff. Boxes and boxes and boxes of it. All the powders. Taking a powder. Here we go. Back to the powder room. I got to take all my pancake makeup and get back to the show. The endless show. Da 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 da. Rock and roll, baby. Da 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 dee. What should I get? Should I get something to? I'm gonna just get some water. Who can get this stuff? I mean, I can get some. You know, people drink this stuff. Like if you have the money, they'll get a 6-pack and Walt, Red Bull, or you know, Fructose, dessert drinks. This, or you go with this way. You know, and you do it the virtuous way. You have the big slurp, but as long as you're getting oceans of caffeine that dated sugar of some sort or another. Whoops, excuse me. Well, they were running into me. I'm a little mad. Not paying attention to where they're going. All right, into the sun. I'm going into the sun. Let's see how this works. Yeah, it's bright. Beautiful.